Alright guys, we are back for a next live. I know I have not done some lives with you guys in a long time. I swear guys, I've been so busy. I need to get an assistant. Hey weight loss, I see y'all. I need to get an administrative assistant to help me. Hey buddy. Because that's where I be like just doing all kind of stuff. All kind of different things I have my hands dipped in. So it's like I have to make a checklist for myself. Did I do this today? Did I do that today? Did I, so I'll be trying to make content for you all, but some days it's hard. So when I do the live, I'm going to save it and put it up on YouTube. So for the people that joined the live late, they had a question that was already answered. When you have time, put your headphones in, turn on YouTube, because you really don't need to, see me. You just gotta listen, right? Because that's all I'm talking about is different surgery stuff. So when you're cleaning house or doing whatever, cooking whatever, just put it on and listen to it, because there's a lot of stuff that I have on YouTube that are very helpful. Hey Karen, very helpful to a lot of you guys that are new to the surgery world and you're planning your first round, whatever, that I've talked about numerous times, that if you just go look at the video, your questions will be answered, so anyway, there was some questions that you guys had sent in the little question box that I didn't even get a chance to, because what I hate about freaking, Instagram is after 1 hour, they end the damn live, so I never get a chance to answer everybody's questions every time I'm doing a live, and I always gotta go and do another live so that they can react to questions. So guys, if you ask a question in the little box there and I didn't answer it, please ask it again. Not in the comments, but in the little question box. So let's go to the question box. Do you speak Spanish? How did you get around if you didn't in the DR? So I speak minimal Spanish. I don't speak let me hold an entire conversation with you Spanish, right? I know certain words, I know certain phrases, if I need to ask for something, whatever, but Google Translate is going to be your best friend. So whether you use an Android or Apple phone, whatever, get the translator on there where you can not just type what you want to say, but I know Android has it with Google Translate where they have a little microphone, and the person that you're speaking to, they can speak to the microphone to your phone in Spanish, and it translates it to English for you, and you hear it play back. So you definitely want to have that. Check with your phone company. What kind of service do you have to go into the Dominican Republic? I have Sprint. Sprint gives us free international roaming. So when I get to the DR, I just switch over so I can roam in the settings. I change over so I can roam. Usually I think I pick up Altis, and then Sprint offers you since they give you free roaming, the data is slow. So I usually pay the $25 per week to get the high speed data. And you actually can use that as a hotspot too, because while I was down there, I turned it on, and my best friend who is from Trinidad, and Elaine, my nurse, they were both using the data from my phone as a hotspot. So that works as well with Sprint. So you guys that have, non-Sprint, call them and find out what it's going to cost you and whatever to use your phone. Because most important, you don't want to be in the airport with no phone service, and you have a situation where you need to call somebody or whatever, So anyway, so that's how I got around, how I interacted with a lot of people, as well as Elaine, my nurse, is very fluent in English, so she was with me a lot of times after I had surgery, and then for my round 2 she was with us even before I had surgery, so she did a lot of the translating or speaking, because of course everybody's trying to eat, everybody's trying to hustle, everybody's trying to live. When you go to the Dominican Republic and you go to Santo Domingo, the capital, you are going to see all the different little jobs that people are doing all over the place to make money, to feed their families, to feed themselves, to survive. Which is why it irks my soul when people talk about, not tipping or not giving, not showing your generosity to the people that are working so hard for you. And I'm not talking about your rich ass doctor. I'm talking about the little man. You know what I'm saying? The doctor's assistant, the nurses at the recovery house, the cook at the recovery house, your masseuse as well. You know, so that's the little man I'm talking about. These people who are working hard as fuck. Let me tell you all something. John is the hardest fucking working person I know. Him and Alta Gracia, and I don't even know how the fuck they do that. My husband and I, we work 7 days a week, right? We work 7 days a week, and the only time we have off time is when I take vacation and I either go to another country on vacation or I go home to South Florida to take a break. We work 7 days a week. John and Alta Gracia work 7 days a week massaging some of y'all ungrateful motherfuckers. And he gets up at freaking 5 o'clock in the morning. And how do I know this? Because one night we all went out. He had an early day and he was finished. And he took us to like where he used to live, where he grew up and stuff. We drove around Santo Domingo, we went to the beach, whatever. And he was so tired after all of that. He was like, can I just sleep, you know, at your place? And it was a 4 bedroom Airbnb I was in. So yeah, go sleep in the bed. You have a whole room to yourself. No worries. And he was up at 5 a.m. to get on the road to start massaging people. I will be talking to John sometimes, and John is awake 11, 12 o'clock at night. Still awake. Because I just got done massaging people over here, whatever. So let me tell you, when people want to talk any shit about people in the DR, especially people who I consider like family, I will bite your head off. Like, I will be fucking mean as fuck to you. Because I know, I've seen it with my own 2 eyes, how hard these people work. And they have your best intentions. The majority of them do. At heart. So for people to say like nasty, mean fucking things about, you know, people in the DR, and by doing that, they're taking food out of somebody's mouth, taking away somebody's livelihood, shame on fucking you. And guess what? When shit hit the fan and karma bites you in the ass and some fucked up shit happen in your life, don't question the universe and ask it why. That's why. Because what you put out there is what you reap. And that's the rule I fucking live by. And I don't give a shit what nobody else fucking say. I see it working every day in my life. I don't take all this time out of my fucking day. This is my 3rd life. This is hour number fucking 3 we've started. And if I still answer people questions, we will have an hour number 4. I'm not taking time out of my fucking life to give you all this experience and knowledge that I've acquired for free, that all these other motherfuckers are charging you all for. So some of y'all act like I am obligated to answer your question. It's mandatory. I give you an answer, whatever. Especially the rude motherfuckers that just DM me without a fucking good morning, good evening, good night. If I answer you real fucking dumb and nasty, that's why. Because you all act like Surgery Bay is fucking obligated to answer you all. This is charity I'm fucking doing. Because what am I gaining from it? The people that are truly interested in their health, their life, their journey, whatever, that's the fucking people that I want to work with. Not some of you all fucking dollar store surgery people that everything is, you have no money for a fucking blood transfusion. You have no motherfucking money to give nobody a tip. Not even a thank you coming out your goddamn mouth. Not even a good morning, how are you coming out your mouth. You all are the fucking rats. Don't let me say roach, because then you all going to say I'm racist and I'm talking about black people. No, I'm not. I don't care what color you are. You could be a fucking alien too. If you don't have manners, I hate that shit. And that's what we were talking about earlier, about people going down there with these stink fucking attitudes and don't know about Dominican culture or Caribbean culture, and then getting offended when people behave or react a certain way, because you all have no home training. Like fucking wild dogs raised some of you all. Some dumb shit you all be on, I swear. Okay, let's answer the questions. Is the arm lipo take very long before seeing the results? Sab, girl, what the hell you just said? Is the arm lipo take very long before seeing the results? You're saying, does it take long to see results after arm lipo? It takes usually with any lipo about 3 months for the swelling to go down. About a month. you'll start seeing improvements, of course, but to see like real results, about 3 months. Let me see what else you guys are asking. Have you heard of fat dissolving shots? My Lipo massage place offered it to me to get rid of the leftover fat. Is it safe? So there's some kind of acid that they be injecting to give you like chin lipo, whatever. Guys, I'm not big on all this shit. Like, I'm not even going to pretend. All these spa things that they be doing, what PRP, what? No, not that. Something treads and fillers and all of that. I want no part of that because I don't know what the fuck them chemicals being injected into my body is going to do. Can I get cancer? Can I get some kind of fucking growth, whatever, inside of me? Can I get cancer 20 years down the road? Because right now, no, it's safe. The FDA said so. Who? The FDA and the USDA is the biggest fucking crooks in America, if you all don't know. Have you all eaten all this shit, Kraft macaroni and cheese? You ever see powdered cheese? Cheese, real cheese is powder, really? Because they dehydrated it? Really? All that shit that's safe to eat, that's killing you all slowly, and your children slowly. So I don't believe any of that extra shit is not for me. I don't know if it works, because I will never do that. I don't know how safe it is, because I don't research it, because it's not for me. I try to live my life, I don't want to say holistically as possible, but I try to live my life in the most natural way that I can, and especially how old time people used to do stuff. That's how I try to do stuff, like all these natural remedies and drink some bush and make a tea with it and it helps you. That's me. That's when I made the ginger turmeric tea for y'all and I put it up there, whatever. That's what I do. That's the kind of natural stuff I try to do, opposed to taking any kind of drugs, medication, tablets, injections, whatever, because that's not how I live my life. Big Farm and me, we ain't friends. Let me see what else you're asking. Is it normal to have numbness in your hand after surgery 11 weeks post-op? So my husband said that his legs and his feet, for months after surgery, he was getting like numb feeling sometimes, and that was from the epidural. So that could be a side effect of it, but I would definitely ask, what do you call it? Not your PCP, no, sorry, not your surgeon, but your doctor. What are your thoughts on Dr. Guadalajara? Girl, I know nothing about Mexico. All I be hearing people complaining about is they're getting infections and the recovery house down there is shit and they'll be treating them bad. So I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's just, you know, 1 or 2 people, and I'm sure that other people go down there and have a good old time, but I know nothing about Mexico because it was never in my radar to go to Mexico, so I've never researched the area. Where did you stay in DR for recovery? Both times I stayed at an Airbnb. The first one I stayed at an Airbnb is close to that big old park called Mirador del Sur. Dr. Lauren, Dr. Mannion live right there, like literally where I was staying, like 5 minutes. And how I know is because one day Dr. Lauren came to our condo because of my husband, and he took me in his little SUV to the pharmacy to get some what was it, pain pills for my husband for the fever, because he had a fever, and he passed by his house and showed me this is where he lives, so that's how I know. So that area is super nice. That was the 3-bedroom 4-bathroom condo that we stayed in. It's literally half of a floor of the condo building. Armed security, gated, so nobody could come in and out, just like that. And there's also like a maid quarters with a little bedroom and bathroom in the off the kitchen, for if you know you're coming with somebody and you know you want them to be in the maid quarters, whatever. So that's where we stayed, that little bougie area the first time. The second time we stayed in another condo with armed guards, security, everything, because I ain't been in no place where people could just come in and out. I don't trust people like that. On the Malecon, which is on the waterfront, so we had the ocean view, and that's where we're gonna stay. If we don't stay at Butterfly Recovery House this time, Because again, if I stay there, I want to be in and out in my car and go drive all over and come back whenever. So if that's not allowed because of safety reasons, again, in the night, if I come in the night, there's one nurse there or whatever spending the night for her to come and open the gate, whatever, you know. So I would stay again on the Malecon, which is that ocean view. How do you feel about Jimenez? Girl, who's Jimenez? Is that a Mexican doctor? Alright, let me see what questions you go asking here in the comments. Something about Faja. This live is charity. You guys are welcome. Listen, you guys that really want to know about what you need to do for surgery, I appreciate you all because you all have an interest in, your health and everything going good. You know what I'm saying? But I can't deal with the rude people, with the answer me this or whatever, and it's like they don't do any research. They jump on a fucking plane and then they go to the DR and whoop-de-doo. You know, it's like they in for a shock. I can't deal with them kind of people. What Faja do you recommend? She has her favorite Faja place on her page. They are in Miami. So there's two Faja places because in Miami, where I go to is not my original Faja from the DR. So in the DR, the store that I went to is Fajate. Fajate is in the same building. It's like maybe 7 minutes, if so much, from Cipla. It's in the same building. There's an alteration people there as well. And then Alexander Faja is also in that same plaza. Fajate is on the first floor. Alexander is on the second floor. I got my Faja from Fajate, and then Alexander altered them. But now that Alexander is making his own Faja, he's sewing them himself. I think there was some kind of fallout or something like that, whatever. So correct me if I'm wrong. So he don't like nobody bringing no Fajate Faja for him to alter. He talk about don't mention his name or their name or whatever. So apparently it had some falling out. I don't know the true story. Because one time I made a post and I tag his name and Fajate name in it, and I put that, they're here in the same plaza, they're upstairs from each other, whatever, and he messaged me in Spanish and said, can you please delete my name off the post? So there's some drama going on over there. I don't know what it is. So today, my Mora client went to Alexander and ordered 2 custom Fajas, one in black, one in beige, and she got the Faja with the short sleeves, so like right up to here, and then the bra is built in. They looked really nice. She said it cost her $210 each, which is not a bad price because the Fajate brand without the built-in bra and stuff is, I think, like $150, and then alteration is $25. So for a couple dollars more, you're getting, a whole bra and sleeves and a full back built in. So for me, that's not a bad price at all. And she said his first alteration is free when you get the custom-made Faja from him. So I'm gonna go to him next time because I also want to get, like my custom-made Faja specifically for how I want it, for me. So Alexander Faja, I think he has like 2 pages. Alteration Alexander Fajate. So I don't know. But if you go to who I follow and you type in the name Alexander, you'll see the pages come up. Now Miami, the Miami Faja store, which is Fajate Mas, they have a bunch of locations. A couple days ago I put it up in my stories with the store that I go to. I go to the Hialeah store, and I go there because the old lady that is the seamstress, that's the store that she's at. The other stores, I don't believe that they have a seamstress there. Pembroke Pines used to have one, but she went back to Cuba, I think they told me. Anyway, why I like that store is because you don't have to necessarily buy their Faja. My Fajate from the DR, they worked on for me. So they, what I did with my Fajate is, you guys are like, oh, I gotta poop, I gotta take my Faja off. Not me. When I wear my Fajate brand Faja, the slit, the crutch, which is, you know, where you what you would pee through. I had them cut the slit longer, so now it goes up by my butt, and then the material, instead of it looking, you know, janky and raggedy or whatever, they put like some ribbon, something soft, and they stitched it on the edge of the material. So now when I put on my fajate, I don't have to take it off the poop. I can wipe my butt perfectly fine, and the fabric, the material, covers the butt cheek really nicely. Like there is no chicken butt or whatever coming, because you know it's too tight, or it's not enough fabric to cover the entire cheek. It covers it really good. So that's what I did. So you guys may want to find out in your own neighborhood, not necessarily a Spanish person that does fajas if you don't have that, but if you're dry cleaners, if the person that does the alteration there, if they can do that for you, like you explain to them what you need or whatever. And then too, guys, when it's time to take in your faja, how to properly take it in. Of course, people like my old Spanish lady, she knows how to do it, which is opening out the back, cutting out the fabric, making it smaller. But you guys that live in places that don't have these people, when you go to the dry cleaners, I'm gonna post a, what do you call it, a picture from this lady. She's Colombian, I believe, ATL Nina, whatever is her name, of a faja that I don't know if she altered it or who altered it, but that's what she put up on her stories today, and I'm gonna post it tomorrow and talk about what I don't like about this person's faja. When you get your faja altered by someone who does not know how to do proper alterations of the faja, the front here, well, not the breast, but the torso, down by your torso and on your back, that's where they're going to pull the fabric together like this, right? And they're going to pull it together like a line, and they're going to run a stitch down there. Now this little bunch of fabric that remains back, you don't want that dart, that stitch, that extra fabric to be on the inside of your faja. You want it to be on the outside. And the reason why is because in the beginning, yes, you're wearing lipofoams and pads and stuff, so that chunk of fabric will not touch your skin. But when you stop wearing foams and you're just wearing your tank top and your faja only, that piece of fabric will be touching your skin, and you don't want your skin to heal with permanent indentations from that line on your torso. And I say that, and it can happen because I have a friend that went to Dr. Plaza in Colombia. They did not tell her over there, I don't even know what kind of post-up care she got. They did not tell her that she needs to wear her panty on the outside of her faja. You do not wear your panty on the inside of the faja. So my girl was wearing boy short panties inside her faja, and guess what happened? She now has lines like this, like that, on her butt cheeks, along the whole butt cheek. That is a permanent indentation on her skin because of that. So that's why you don't wear your panty inside, and that's why the faja, if they alter it like that, with running that dart needs to be on the outside, not the inside. So Fajasimas is the name of the store. Hialeah is the branch I go to. They also sell a brand of faja called Lipo Express. I transitioned to Lipo Express because it's a lot more stretchy than fajate. Like the real Colombian fajas has no stretch. This Lipo Express, I don't recommend it for you fresh out of tummy tuck. Or lipo either, because it gives you like a medium compression, where the fajate, the Colombian fajas, give you like a very tight, firm compression, and that's what you need to get your swelling down. So wearing the little Lipo Express, it's like a medium, I would say 6 out of 10 in compression tightness. And just to show you how stretchy it is, I wear a medium or a large. Well, for my butt and my legs, and then I get the torso altered. Fajate, I have to wear a 2XL or a 3XL for my butt and legs. So that's the difference in how stretchy the material is. Let me see what else you guys are asking. Do you think PRP injections to butt to help fat? Nope. I think that's bullshit, and these pals be selling you all this shit to make money on you all. But that's just me, and that's just the research I did that I think it doesn't work. That is just people who are like, oh my god, I need to save my fat, and will, I'm desperate and will do anything and listen to anything anybody say without doing their own research on it. What clinic does UCBO work out of? Sipla, Faja, I said Fahate and Alexander. Who did you say delivers the Vixen look? It depends on your foundation, guys. You can get the Vixen look from a lot of doctors, but can you get it with 1 round or do you have to do 4 rounds? That's the difference, you know. So the known doctors in the DR for Vixen is Cabral, Duran, Disler, the aggressive people that you either get burnt, lipo burns, necrosis, but snatched, so you might have a big ass ugly scar, or you get through surgery good with them and have no issues. Let me see what else you guys are saying. Oh gosh, damn keyboard not agreeing with me. PRP is your own blood bleed. It's the platelets from your blood. I wasn't talking about PRP earlier when I was talking about the acid and stuff that they put under your chin to melt fat. That's what the girl asked. She didn't ask about PRP. She asked about those fat dissolving injections. So some of the people in the DR, those estheticians, they sell that to you all, and that's whatever crazy ass chemical they're putting in your body. Again, I don't know how safe it is, what's the long-term effects, what's the side effects, what's the possible whatever can happen to you, because that is not something I am interested in, putting any kind of crazy ass foreign things in my body. And even with breast implants, I'm having a hard time with should I do it or should I not do it? Because I don't believe in that kind of stuff. I don't want nothing that is these kind of chemical foreign matter in my body, all for the sake of beauty. Let me age gracefully. Let's see the other question. Good night. I'm not sure. Thank you, PewDiePie. I'm not sure if someone asked this question. When can you sit on your BBL? So, I have a whole video on YouTube talking about BBL, how to feed the fat, what you need to do. So, I'm not going to talk about it here. When you have time, go look at Surgery Bay on YouTube, and the video is called Feeding the Fat. And it has all the BBL stuff in there for you to take a look at your leisure. If you don't know what's my YouTube, the easiest way to find it is here on Instagram. Go to my profile, click on my name, then you're going to see a link at the bottom that says Linktree. Click on that. It's a URL, it's a website. Click on the link and you're going to see the Amazon store to get all your supplies, what you're going to need for surgery, and other stuff in there as well, hemo building stuff, whatever. I'm doing a regimen right now, guys, to build back my hemo, because if you guys don't know, the heavy bleeding I was having for like a month and more when I had the hysterectomy, my hemo went down from, I used to be at 14.8 or 14.7, went down to a 10.2. So I am right now testing out this hemo regimen to build my hemo. If it works like I'm expecting it to do, which is a combination of supplements and food, I will let you guys know. But all the hemo stuff and vitamin stuff is there in the Amazon store. Supplies, what do you call it? Oh, you all always complimenting me on my cute clothes, whatever. The picture I posted today with the yellow little crop top, that's there. You're going to see Post Up Fashion. Go there, you'll find it. So there's a lot of stuff there in the Amazon store. Then on the Linktree, when you click on it, besides the Amazon store, you're going to see the Facebook group, the YouTube channel, my website, surgerybay.com, and what's the other one? The replica store, Caviar Daydreams. All of that is on there. So lots of stuff for you guys to go and look out and see. What do you think of Dr. Luis Fuentes? So I think Luis Fuentes is safe. I talked about him earlier a little bit. I think he's a safe doctor. I know somebody, just one person, because I don't be going on asking. Doctors I'm not interested in, guys. I'm not going to go on the internet and be looking up the adult's name or whatever and asking them, how was your experience with this doctor, right? Anyway, the one girl that went to him, she's not happy because she said that he left a lot of fat in her back that she think he could have lipoed out. She was not a fat person. She was, I would say, average, medium built in size and stuff. So it's not like, he was lipoing a safe amount, whatever, and so he's not an aggressive doctor. He's a safe doctor. So I think it depends on your foundation. Of course, people with low BMIs who have a little work to do on their body will see the best results, right? Us who are like me, I was almost a 36 BMI when I had my my first surgery. So sorry. So I'm not gonna get the kind of results that somebody with a BMI of a 28 or 29 is gonna get, right? So it depends on your foundation, the doctor you want to go to. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing that he's safe, but I'm just saying, depending on the look that you want, then you may have to do multiple rounds with him. I answered that. What clinic UCBO works out of? Alright, so all the questions are done. What else you guys want to ask me? It's taken me a sec to figure out if I want to get more implants. Do you recommend inner thigh lipo? Alright, so inner thigh lipo for me is a no. It's a no for me because you all see how big my butt is. I am so afraid to get inner thigh lipo and then I look like Kim Kardashian with two little chicken legs and a big old butt behind me. Not for me. So for me, I'm not doing thigh lipo. Arms, yes, arms is the next big thing for me. I don't even know why Lawrence didn't even do arm lipo on me when I did my round 2. I can't even remember now why he didn't want to do it. But anyway, arm lipo is the next big thing for me. Guys, remember, any area you lipo is going to have a lot of fluid accumulating in that area. How do you get rid of that? Needle aspiration, right? Needle aspiration, because if you do inner thigh lipo, that faja leg is not that super tight like your torso, right? So how do you get the fluid out of there? They'll massage it, like when they do the lymphatic massages, they'll push the fluid up to your groin, which is where your lymph nodes are, but that is not going to take out all of the fluid. So expect inner thigh lipo to be painful, the post-op care done correctly. If you don't do post-op care, let me tell you all what happened to me. Round 1, I had in my left leg, by my knee, I had this lump under the skin. Excuse me, sorry. It was a fatty tumor. So round 1, I told Dr. Lawrence, can you please remove that for me? He did. After surgery, he made a lipo hole there. He stuck the wand in and he sucked out whatever. After surgery, it did look flat. But because lipo is so super painful, and I'm thinking, it's just my knee, I don't need to really do nothing to it. I'm going to leave it alone, whatever. Told John, do not touch my knee. It hurts too much, whatever. He didn't. Alright. Here's what happens when you don't massage and drain your lipo areas. I have now, in that same spot, a hard lump under my skin because the fluid healed, like that kind of encapsulated kind of, what do you call it? Like fibrosis. But it's like a hard lump now under there that again needs to be cut out. So round 2, I told Lauren, hey, this thing is back. Look at the lump, whatever. It's not huge, but I see it. It's like, it's not super noticeable, but I see it. So I said, could you please take it out? He didn't, because he told me I forgot when I asked him, why did you not do this on my knee? You forgot? What were you thinking about in the operating room? Not all the things we discussed? So anyway, I have it now. So when I go for my round 3, I'm going to tell Dr. UCBO or Dr. Cabral. It's probably going to be UCBO, guys. I love Cabral, but I don't know if I want to fuck with Cabral. And his, what do you call it, staff doctors. And get that removed again. So This is what happens when you get lipo, chin lipo. You don't massage it, you don't drain it, you don't do any compression to it. Arm lipo, thigh lipo, your back, your belly. That's what happens. Today I posted in the Surgery Bay Facebook group a woman's torso. You guys who are not in the Surgery Bay Facebook group, oh well, you ain't gonna see it. But that is what happens to you when you have fibrosis, when you get 360 lipo and you don't fucking massage it. It looks horrendous. No fucking body wants their belly to heal looking like that. So if you haven't joined the Facebook group, it's in my profile here on Instagram. Click on the link, the Linktree link. You'll see Facebook group. You can submit a request to join, and I'll approve it probably later on tonight. So any kind of lipo you do, no matter what part of the body it is, you have to be prepared for pain, discomfort, and a lot of times you don't see, like chin lipo, you don't see the results until like 90 days. Something about 90 days is like a sweet spot when it comes to plastic surgery, where your butt fluffs and it gets bigger and your swelling goes down a lot, and you know, your lipo, whatever, your results starts popping, whatever. Something about 90 days in plastic surgery is like the magic number, you know. So the first 90 days you're going to be probably depressed, sad, unhappy, whatever, you know. My results, I look so terrible. 90 days come around, 6 months come around, it's like, whoa, I look good, you know what I'm saying? So you have to have patience, guys. When they say trust the process, they literally mean trust the process. All right, let me see what else you guys are asking. What's the best way to find an Airbnb in the DR that's credible and safe? Any website? Airbnb.com or the app. I use the app. I don't use the website. So what you want to do is, when you're going to any Airbnb, and it doesn't matter where, because I've stayed at Airbnbs in different parts of the world, not just the DR. I always stay at places that have good reviews. I don't care how cute your place look and how cheap it is. I'm not staying there if there is 0 reviews. So I always stay at places that have reviews. If you want to stay in an Airbnb that's close to your clinic, whatever clinic you're going to, Cipla, wherever, go to Google Cipla, Google CCLIP, Google whichever clinic you're going to, get the address, and when you go to Google Maps, you put in the address in Google Maps, and when it shows you on Google Maps where in Santo Domingo that's located, when you go to Airbnb, click on the Airbnb map, not just the listings, but the map, and you can choose the Airbnb based on the map you just looked at in Google Maps that's close enough to Cipla. So where I stayed on the Malecon, Cipla was, you know, it's plenty traffic in the DR, so everything takes longer. But Cipla was only like, with no traffic, not even 10 minutes drive. It was like very close. So that's how I found the Airbnbs that I wanted to stay at. I go based on review, based on location. I use Google Earth to look at the overhead of the area, how it looks. Does it look ghetto? Does it look nice? I use Google Maps to see where it's located, the street view, so you can look at, you know, move it around to look at the street. That's my process that I use to find where I'm going to stay. Hey, DRG Admirer. Babe, did you answer the Guadalajara question yet? I had to put my phone down to go to my front door, so if you answered it, man, again. So, no, I was saying that the Guadalajara, I don't know anything about Mexico, because I've never been interested in going there, so I never did any research. Same with Colombia, honestly, guys. Like, all these other places that do plastic surgery, and for me, why Colombia was never an interest to me is because Colombian people who work in the spas told me they're Colombian and they work in plastic surgery spas doing post-op care. Colombia is for slim women. If you're a big girl, DR is where you want to go. And I think so too, based on what I be seeing when I do decide to go look at Plaza Instagram, or the other one I follow is Marcos Pietro. You know, those are the two in the Colombia that I follow, because I like how their work looks. But what I don't like about them, and I'm gonna be real, and who vex so well, I don't know if there's some kind of colorism going on over there, because these famous doctors in Colombia, including Dr. Mejia in the DR, let me put that out there. I don't know who the fuck runs his Instagram. They work on black women, dark-skinned chocolate women, but you don't ever see these women on their pages. All you ever see is white-looking women, light-skinned looking Spanish women. Why? So you're okay to take their money, but you're not proud of their results to put it on their page? That's the way I'm interpreting it. Maybe I'm wrong. But why? Because like I said, my friend, she's black. She went to Plaza, and he did her surgery. Her and her friend went to Plaza, and they're both black. But why don't I see black women on Plaza's page? And if I do see them, for every 100 white and light-skinned women, why do I always see one or two dark-skinned women? So for me, Colombia is a no-go. Sorry. And those are my reasons why. Thank you. Who said I was beautiful? I'm just trying to age gracefully. I paid my deposit for Fuentes, but I'm ready to cancel and go to Cabral. What do you recommend? If you want the snatch look, Cabral, because Fuentes is a safe doctor, meaning that he's not aggressive. Is Vesa enough to tighten arms, or do I need... What is TOAT? T-O-A-T. Okay, so Vesa J Plasma, I also have a video on YouTube explaining the difference, so I'm not going to explain it here. But depending on your skin elasticity, Vesa Lipo, one of the benefits they claim is that it's better than traditional tumescent wet lipo, which is what most doctors do in the DR, because it helps tighten your skin. So if you're like me, you're older, and your skin is, you know, look at my little, well, you can't see it. Let me do the other one. My little back wing here. See that? All right. So arm skin is very, you know, thin like paper. So I know for myself, I'm going to have to get some kind of lift. That Vesa Lipo is not going to just do it for my arms. So it really depends on how much, you know, how big your arms are, how much fat you have, whatever. Dr. UCBO and I, we spoke about it, and we came to a compromise. He wanted to do an arm lift. I said, nope, doctor, I don't want to deal with that long-ass ugly scar. I just want to do the Vesa Lipo. And can you maybe do a mini arm lift where you put a little scar under my armpit? And he said, yes, he could do that. So that's what we came to a compromise on about. This is why, again, let me divert for a second, why I love UCBO. I'm speaking to him when I message WhatsApp. I'm one of these fucking assistants who be telling you whatever dumb shit they want to say. And if you guys don't know this, these assistants that make this $500 US a month from these doctors, 99.9% of them don't have medical training. So they don't know what the fuck they're talking about, especially when it comes to post-op care. And I will be posting about my patient who's down there right now and what she's going through with her doctor, and what the doctor and the assistant is telling her to do, which is very wrong. Because again, whenever I tell you all these doctors talk shit when it comes to post-op care, you all don't believe me. So guess what? Now I have it in writing from the doctor himself responding. So you all will see they don't know what the fuck they're talking about when they tell you all do this, that, and the other for post-op care. But guess what the old people like to say? Who can't hear will feel. So don't heed my advice, my free advice, because what I've been through, I'm relaying my experience to you, or my what do you call it? My journey I went through that could help some of you all, because it may be similar. No, listen to your doctor, and then you know what? When the shit hit the fan, you're asking to have to go to the hospital and spend thousands of dollars to fix whatever it is that went wrong, right? So anyway, so I had to divert there for a quick second. But this is why I like UCBO when I'm speaking to him, because he's the one that actually answered me and said, okay, let's do this instead, let's do that. No, doctor, can I do this? Yes, we can come to this compromise. Whereas I'm speaking to somebody who just have a high school education and is a little secretary for a doctor. So that's what they are. That's what the fuck they are. A lot of them, they have no medical training or experience. They are simply regular folks off the street that got hired to be a secretary. So now they use the term, I'm the doctor's assistant. And they're giving you information and advice that they have no idea about. Because when I see some of the information and advice, it'd be such dumb shit that I know they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Why would you tell somebody that? I've been seeing Dr. P on my feed a lot. What do you think about him? He gives nice big butts. But I'm going to be posting up what I said about him in the previous videos on YouTube later on. So turn your YouTube notifications on if you have not, because I'm going to be posting the videos probably one a week, opposed to just posting all at one time. And then I guess some of you all have short attention span, so you don't want to go and listen to 3 hours of surgery chit-chatting, right? So I will try to post them one a week. I meant to say arm lift in addition to Vesa also. So I think I just cannot talk about that, right? I don't particularly like the arm lift because of them big old scars. You can't use your arm. The incision busts open easily. You get all this damn scar tissue. You might lose movement in your arm. All of that. I don't want to deal with that. So I'm going to take my little saggy arm. If it is, there's what happened because I didn't get the arm lift. I mean, right now they're like 2 little bat wings, so a little saggy arm is definitely an improvement from what I have right now, right? Hey, Aisha. Alright. I was just about to ask that. That's how Laurent is at Stifler. You can talk directly to him. Yup, him and UCB are the only 2 I can say for sure. Because even Cabral's number, that Cabral answers on, sometimes I don't even think it's him. Sometimes I think it's whoever, his wife, his assistant, somebody. The other one is Disla. She have her number up in her thing, but she be acting like a bitch to people in fucking WhatsApp. And I'm not saying what I think, I'm telling you what people send me screenshots and showed me now. I don't even think she showed the doctor my picture. Lord Father. The nurses in the DR, are they licensed like an RN here, or are they more like CNAs of the US? More like CNAs. So that's why you want to ask them before you hire the overnight nurse, did you go to medical school? Where's your diploma? Can I see it? Because some of them, like my nurse Elaine, she did 3 years, which is considered like a LPN, and she put her diploma up on her page. You keep it real, always. And who don't like it, what are they gonna do? Say I have a bell pepper shaped ass? Everybody says that, so that's nothing new. But I'm serious. Who don't like what I have to say? What are they going to do? We own our own business, so you can't get me fired by calling my job. You know what I'm saying? My business, my clients, my money, whatever is still moving. So what exactly the people who don't like what I say are going to do about it? Nobody knows where I live. You all see the general area, but you all don't know my house. So you're going to walk up to my house, come to South Florida and drive around and look for me? That's why I don't pay these trolls any attention, guys. They fucking, honestly, insignificant. What do you think about Malal? He a killer. And I'm even going to explain why I said that. Thanks, I have a question about over-the-road driving. Message me, please. Dr. Laurent is my doctor. Hey, hey. How do you feel about him? Who, Laurent? He ain't doing my round 3, that's for sure. I love him, but I'm still vexed with him because he really didn't do me right for round 2. Like, he left back fat in my upper back that he should have taken out. He did not do a good job on my husband. My husband had no business having a round 3, which is what the next round of surgery we're going to be doing, because shouldn't even have had to have a round 2, to be honest. But you know, for me, Laurent is good for setting the foundation, but he is not good for the fine-tune, nitty-gritty small things that I want done next, that I think he dropped the ball on. And then he would say to me, well, you want to look perfect and I can't give you perfect. Well, there are other doctors who are more skilled that can do the little nitty-gritty things that I want done that you're saying you can do. So I don't not like Lauren. I love him to death. I will be forever grateful to him for what he did to me, but I'm still mad at him about round 2. Would you do a surgery group to go to the DR? I don't know, guys, because people that you think is nice people turn out to be fucking assholes, and I have zero patience and tolerance for women in general, to be very honest. Like, I have very few women friends. The majority of my friends are men, and it's because I really can't deal with women and the petty and the argumentative back and forth. You know, I can't. That's not me. That's why when I tell you all the time, stop fucking writing me and talking about U.S. surgery blog and what was the tea on this doctor. No, wrong page. That is not what I do. I don't gossip about people. Anything that I say about somebody that sounds like I'm saying something bad about them or negative is because I have evidence to back it up. I don't just pop out my mouth and be like, cause this doctor did a... No, I don't go by hearsay either. Like, if you're gonna accuse somebody of something, I need to see some proof. So, surgery group, I don't know, girl. That, more than likely, no. Really, no. I don't want to deal with that drama. Especially whiny ass, complaining women that complain. You're gonna have me talk about that surgery bay patient, Yolan Esquivel. You're gonna have me talk about her. You see that whiny ass complaining? Oh my God, there's a cockroach in here. You're in the Caribbean. Of course. How are you a Jamaican that grew up in Jamaica and you see a fucking ant in the house or a little lizard or a cockroach that's dead in the corner or whatever, and that freaking you the fuck out? You should have gone to Trump Towers in the DR. Not to fucking, what do you call it, butterfly recovery house. Like, you see that whiny kind of complaining woman? Oh my God, this hurts. Oh my God. What the fuck you expect? You came to the fucking DR for them to cut off half your damn belly for a tummy tuck. So what do you think it was going to be? Take 2 Tylenol and go home? That's why I don't have women friends. Because that dumb shit, I'll pop off my mouth and they'll be mad as fuck with me. Like, my one best friend, she been my best friend since I was 12 years old. I'm going to be 41 years old in less than 2 weeks. So she know who I am, how I've been, how I am, everything about me in and out. That's why she's still my best friend to this day. But I do not do women at all. I can't deal with that annoying ass behavior that a lot of these petty ass women have. Would you do a surgery group? No. Is chin lipo worth the pain? Hell yeah. Who wanna have a flat belly and a fat face? Like, you all saw in my stories I posted that picture when I was 26, how round my face is. I always had a moon face. I always had chubby cheeks. This is still me. My face hasn't changed, but really, this is my, excuse my acne. You all know I had a hysterectomy, so my hormones are crazy. And under my chin is the hormonal area that you get acne. But this is me. Almost 3 years post-op chin lipo. I got it and the buccal fat removal on my cheek because I didn't want to be with a flat belly and a fat face. Like, I wanted my face to look slimmer. And of course, I gained weight. So guess what? My cheeks, the buccal fat removal, gone. My face not as slim as it was 90 days post-op. I have chubby cheeks back again. So if you're going to get buccal fat removal in your cheeks, know that if you gain weight, the effect is going to go away. Like, that's supposed to be the contour from the chin, from the buccal fat. But look, when I'm normal, you don't really see it, right? Unless I do all of that duck lip whatever business. So don't waste your money for chin bitchiectomy, whatever they call it, if you know you're gonna be gaining weight after you have surgery because you like to eat or whatever. The chin lipo, because it was a lipo area, not really a lot of fat has come back to that area with my 20-pound weight gain since my lowest weight after surgery. So that one I would recommend, yes. But of course, you have to wear your chin strap like at least 30 days, 24/7. Seriously. Because you don't see the results for the chin lipo and the buccal fat removal until at least 90 days when all the swelling is going down. Nurse Narlene seems good. I know who that is, girl. Everybody's a nurse in the DR. No, those people, a lot of them who are overnight nurses don't even have medical training. A lot of them who work in the recovery house as nurses also do not have medical training. So you really want to ask these people, I need to see some, what do you call it, proof of your diploma or whatever it is that they're saying, that, makes them a nurse. Who do you like for teeth? Jepsy Beltran. I think I have 2-3 dentists I follow on my page. Jepsy Beltran I know is pretty famous. Samir something is his name. He's pretty famous too. Gosh, there's another doctor my client went to, and she spent like, is it $3,000 to get not veneers, but that's whatever that they put on your teeth that looks kind of like veneers, but it's your real teeth. It's like resin. Sorry, resin is what she got. So I know I followed the doctor because she gave me the name, but I can't remember it off that. But when you guys have time, go search through who I follow on Instagram, and you'll be surprised at some of the people that you never even heard of. That's there. I missed your Vixen recommendation. Cabral is the king of the Barbies. Did he charge you full price for round 2? I paid more for round 2 for less work with Lawrence. That's why I'm mad with him. Like round 1 I paid less and you were more aggressive with my surgery. So what the hell happened for round 2? What surgery did you... Oh, that's not me. Lord, you're asking what's SX? Girl, you need to watch my IG stories every day. Because I posted what all those acronyms mean yesterday on my IG stories. He left me lumpy. I hope it smooths out. I'm 35 days post-op. So right there, that statement tells me that you don't know what is proper post-care. Lauren did not leave you lumpy, honey. And I'm not saying this because he was my doctor. I will tell this about any fucking doctor. I don't give a shit. If you do not daily massage yourself for 4 months at least post-op after lipo, you just heard what I said? Let me repeat it for the people in the back. If you do not daily massage yourself for 4 months post-op, the lipoed areas, you will heal lumpy and bumpy, because that's fibrosis. Especially the people that goes back home from the DR after 10 massages and think a miracle is going to happen and they're going to heal with skin as soft and smooth as a baby's bottom. No, it doesn't work like that. That's why post-op massages are so super important. And it does not have to be you getting a massage every day from a lymphatic masseuse or a professional masseuse. No, you can do it your damn self. When I left the DR and came back to drive my truck, I had nobody to massage me but my husband and my own 2 hands. And that's what we did. And I have nice smooth skin. And I did a lipo with Lawrence twice. I did 360 lipo for my round 2. And I don't have lumpy, bumpy skin. So that's on you. Don't put that on Lawrence. And that's what I was talking about earlier, about people leaving bad reviews for doctors because they're unhappy, but they're not educated on the surgery process, what to do post-op. So now you're saying that in my live, you're probably saying that all over the internet, right? And then people are not going to go to Lawrence because then they're going to say that's what he does to people. But you obviously, by making that statement, don't know what is proper post-op care. Thanks, Hawaiian chocolate, but it's not till December 3rd. I'll be 41, but I'll be claiming 41 already because shit, ain't nothing but 2 weeks away. Who wants a stomach with a flat face? But I'm just saying, am I lying? So basically, who do you give deposit to in the consultation? People on WhatsApp or the doctor office? Good question. So, if you all don't know, some of these doctors, god damn it, 28 seconds guys, we gotta end the live and come back. Let me read this message really quick. Alright, oh my god. Let me end the live and come back. The 5 people that asked questions there in the question thing that I haven't even opened yet, please ask it again. We'll be back in a minute.